This is Coronation Beach in Western Australia. Wide open space, strong winds, and one of those places that instantly makes you slow down. This is Coronation Beach.
Obviously got some sort of like sandbar over here.
Another beach.
Another WA beach.
And look at all that seaweed! Is that a mountain of seaweed?
It's a mountain of seaweed, yeah.
Whoa! Okay, not swimming here.
Well, we're going north. We're going to cut across Gibb River Road, and then we're into Darwin for the 22nd of April.
So what, Carl? Why is Paul calling you?
Oh, here you go. She's got the camera out. Why is Paul ringing me? Because he likes me. No, Paul's getting my solar panel delivery apparently, which is really freaky. But anyway, I'll do a piece to camera in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, so on to Darwin, and then we've got to house sit, and then from Darwin we're going back across to Cairns because we've got a 2-month house sit. So we're sort of backtracking a little bit, but we're going to places that we didn't do on the way down. You got that thing as well, whatever that is. Like a windsurfer on a surfboard hydrofoil thingy. Okay, so Colin is staying there. That's us there. Colin is a person that we met when Ken and Julia bumped into him. We bumped into him a couple of times now. That's an amazing windsurfing spot. Amazing camping spot too. There we go. What have you been doing?
I have just had a shower.
Have you? Oh, that looks like a very expensive shower, babe.
I'm all clean.
Yeah, stuff on the floor.
All clean.
Right, cleans it. How to clean?
On our travels, we meet some incredible characters, and at Coronation Beach, we met up with Colin.
It might only be a small percentage of exposure, but gee, I can feel it's mighty hot. Still, I should look good with a tan, don't you think?
Definitely.
So this is what we do when we're happy campers. We take care of the necessary procedures.
Yeah, you're using your toothbrush to clean your car.
Well, that is a modified...
To the camera, please. Not to my husband.
That's to get the ones right down the back. I can't wait till the day I get dentures. You just take them off, put them in a glass.
Is it coming off with metho?
Yeah, I've got one clean. It's a combination of thumbnails and methylated spirits.
I do have some white spirit.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, no wonder I couldn't get the bolts off. Have a look at the size of them.
Yeah, that's a pain, isn't it? Having them totally inaccessible.
But I think
Is that the bolt?
No, it was,
that one.
well, it was bolted through the roof here. It sits on the roof, so it's bolted through and siliconed. But that bolt there, because we wanted to remove the panel off the bracket, but we couldn't get to that in order to do it. And of course, even if we managed to get the spanner on there, it was difficult to get in there.
But it must be something in there. I can't see anything.
But isn't this the one that was on the actual at the front of the...
No, that's a different one. Working fine. That's charging. I've got the emergency supply going into the freezer there, so I'll just potter and get this done.
Yeah.
Because
you can pop that open and have a look.
Yeah, even if I popped it open, I wouldn't understand what's in there. but I think it's got something to do, and it'll be a failure of like a $2 part from J-Car or something. But looking at this one, I think the Victron would be similar. And I'm just
they're all a very similar structure.
I'm just going to hard rivet. I'll take each bracket off one by one, and you know, I'm amazed at the adhesive qualities of that.
Depends what type of cylinder you used. If it's like Sick Effects or something like that, then
well, I think it was.
It's good quality stuff.
Oh, well, I've got some more Sikaflex, marine grade. Car does a extra deep water crossing, at least the panel won't dissolve and come off.
So where does this? Where'd you put this one then?
It's on the roof.
Oh, it's to do with the
On the
car.
roof. It's not on the trailer. It's on the roof of the car.
I can demonstrate, but the new one is sitting there. I've left it in the dark because I don't want to get zapped.
You reckon you're going to get zapped?
No, he's joking. You're so gullible. You're so gullible.
Oh, that was a techno joke. I laughed on the inside. Yeah, so this will be my chore for the day. You know how you do one job and then things become repetitive. By the time you've finished, you know how you should have started.
Yep.
So yeah, they just pop straight off, and the noise, I don't know if you heard the noise.
Only heard a couple of bangs.
So I shouldn't have worried about the happy campers there.
They're packing up and going anyway.
Is that a shot?
No, it's just that otherwise it's just not very good visually. One's right at the extreme of that side, one's the other extreme of that side.
Yeah, I have no idea with those, even though I have a tripod there. I've got a full camera kit, and the batteries, both batteries, failed. So I tried to charge them up and they stayed red for days. So now I have a complete camera kit with 3 lenses and 2 flat batteries, and the batteries are $100 each. So what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Just use my phone. That's awfully close. Did I shave? Did I shave?
She's such a rubbishy camera woman.
How to make a fellow camper self-conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't want a tour of the.
Yeah.
Well, have a look at this. This is what I call salubrious.
Well, at least you can stand up in yours.
Well, it is a bonus. It is a bonus, and people say, "Don't you bang your head?" Basically, here's home away from home. This is good advice, and I read that. And Christine, who used to own the van, it had a very strong feminine touch, and that was part of it. She was the same age as me, and she was a bike rider.
Got a little seating area, a table, kitchenette.
Well, yeah, I said I hardly ever use the sink because I have a
You've
bowl.
got a TV. You can stand up.
Well, this is terrible, but that's the bedroom. Obviously, this is the bathroom,
That's the bathroom.
and this is the
Hang
kitchen,
on.
Yep.
and this is my luxurious lounge.
All within one pace.
It does make it easier to get around. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant. In fact, you can sleep 2 here.
Well, all under there is the battery system and the wiring and storage. And
Yeah.
why I've got -12 Darcy sleeping bag. Why have I got a diesel heater in the back of my car?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's because you come from Victoria, where it's cold.
Which you use it every
It's cold
every
and wet
day.
and windy and horrible.
I have a small fan, and that rotates, and I can sit here and watch the television and all that sort of thing. And you know, I've got
a mirror.
What possible luxuries would
No,
you need?
it's I think a bit more luxurious than ours.
It's 25 years old, and it's probably the envy of people with modern vans. But it's one person.
Yeah.
2.
No, you can. There's a bed for 2.
Well, there is, but I modified that for single. It was a double mattress, so I modified it. So there's just little old me. The width of the Caravan, I found out, is exactly the same width as my body.
So you're literally flat-footed up
no
against
way.
the end.
It needs to be knees up in the sleeping position, but I'm kind of used to it, and it takes 2 minutes and the whole thing's bang, ready to go. You know, it's got skylights, you can view the stars.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I watch the moon leave a shadow as it moves across, and the shadows come around, they're chasing each other. It's quite nice. But yeah, I've had no issues at all, but then I completely rebuilt it. Suspension, everything.
Yeah.
While COVID was on.
The tops with the wooden...
Redid all the cabinets, put the tops on, made a drop-down bench, that just
You've
goes
got a
bang.
place for playing cards.
Well, it is. It's brilliant, but you wouldn't want to sit on it. It's
No, I wasn't going to sit on it. I was going to pick cards.
no. But for me, it's perfect. Look, I actually make a cup of tea and I sit here, and I virtually don't have to move. I feel like an octopus. Everything's like within. This is a control centre, you know. It's just a normal 2-burner, but I tend to use the one outside because it gets hot. You know how hot. Now next week
You've got an outdoor kitchen as well.
No, it's just
a cooker and a sink, which is basically the same as one of those big slide-out kitchens. I looked at them, and the Caravan show starts today, by the way.
The Perth one.
Yeah. But why would you have a massive 4-burner? It's like this. 4 burners. Basically, I only ever use one unless I'm doing toast and something else. And that's where I found out I actually was multitasking.
We cope with 2. All we need is 2. Can you step in?
I mean,
Lights behind you. How about standing over there?
do you want me to sit in the sink?
Well, here.
No, don't need to move, Colin. No, because that's no good anyway, because light's this way.
This is the library, by the way. Sometimes I retire to the library. If I play chess, I can make a move, and I go, aha, and then I run round and sit on that chair.
You need your on a lazy Susan.
And I go, oh, that was sneaky. I wonder what he did. Oh, damn.
Yep.
But no, I'm everything's compact. Everything's as it should be. I've thrown a few.
Because these hinge in, don't they? The 2 sides
they just drop.
hinge
There's
in.
the hinges there.
Yeah, that's it.
They just drop, and the roof goes like that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely no issue at all, and this is pretty much the same as a brand new van that you go and buy today. But people that I've talked to with new vans reckon the build quality of the old van is far superior to the new one. Like the new one's still chipboard.
Yeah.
That's why I took everything out and put solid timber, you know, and I ripped the carpet up and all that and put down a floor. But it's the electrics that you can't see, which also I just go bing, bang, bing. There's USBs. I'm comfortable like that, you know. I don't seem to. Well, I don't want for anything. As I said, I've even got a small oven and do pizzas, but I do it outside.
Yeah.
Reheat pies from the bakery at Denmark. That was a treat. And mind you, in this heat, you can actually put a pie on the roof and it'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Stick it on the bonnet and away you go.
But this is a pure luck. I got this camping spot because everybody was there. And I looked at negotiating. I'm going, well, I'm going to have to go in backwards. Round, up, down, you know. But once I'm here, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, and as I said, I've had people pull in and camp there overnight with their swags, not thinking that it's one site. And I've had no objection, you know, they're just travellers. There is a language barrier because I noticed a lot of travellers, basically German. Germany seems to have some sort
a lot
of
of
affinity.
French as well. A lot of French. We've bumped into quite a few French travellers.
Well, I know a little bit about French now because I've just been reading that book about the Falklands War. Exocet's a good word, but not one that you should really mention.
What's that?
It's a missile.
A missile.
The Argentinians had all French weaponry, more or less. They had the Mirage. And here's the Poms and the, going at it. That's what I mean when you step back and the benefit of hindsight. How ridiculous.
Well, just up the road for us, just up the Kalbarri.
Incidentally, this time next week is the start of a heat wave.
Yeah.
I just happened to watch the news and went, and every day I think, oh, we've gone down from 42 to 40 to 38, 36. 32 you can handle. I mean, the sun is still hot. You can sit in the sun for 10 minutes and that's enough.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's time for the tube. And don't ever mix that up with Tarzan's grip.
I thought you said you didn't use 50.
Well, I don't know what you mean. Oh, there it is, 50. That's where I always have these ready to go on all occasions. So I can see.
It's blind as a bat.
You would not believe the product that I've bought from supermarkets, and I get home here and I put the sauce on and I go, oh, that is completely indigestible. Then I read it and it goes, super hot jalapeno, Death Reaper, Californian chili sauce. I go, why did I buy that?
You thought you were buying ketchup?
Well, there was a shortage of milk. I just have normal milk, you know, long life milk, and they didn't have any, so I bought this other milk, and it turned out, just as an example of what I just described, and it was unsweetened almond.
Yum.
It blew my socks off because I thought the milk was off. It tastes like sour milk. After having to, and I went, oh, you've got to be kidding me. But anyway, because I had no other milk and I was desperate, I used it anyway. So
Yeah.
I've drank water from Ellendale Pool, which has got, you know, amoebic meningitis. I've done all sorts of things and I'm still here. I believe
it does explain a lot, though. It does explain a lot.
Oh, does it? We're talking about the lack of neurons occasionally.
Yeah, it does explain a lot. Right, come on, let's let Colin get on.
Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a poor man's version of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit house.
Yeah.
I need a magnificent wood
It's like a
turn
teepee,
with
isn't it?
a big.
It's like an Indian teepee tent.
Well, some people call it their.
Mushroom Rock. Not much room for the mushroom.
We went to Red Bluff.
Red Bluff.
Yeah.
That looks interesting. Coming up next, we head north into Kalbarri National Park to explore one of WA's most iconic sites, Nature's Window. If you are enjoying our videos, please click like, subscribe and click the bell for notifications.